Hello and welcome back once again to another video. I hope everyone has had a good Christmas. In this video we have some patch liners to install, we have a stuck jetting hose, and we have some more waterless urinals that are blocked up again. So if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe at the end.
We're going to start this video off at a domestic property and we have a patch liner to install. So the line runs from here straight down the garden, around this nice bit of decking, but it runs straight under it. And down here we have a septic tank and the inlet manhole. So this one's the septic tank, and that one there in the flower bed is the inlet manhole. I've got a number of patches to put in here, but I'm going to show you the first two. So the first one is going in the upstream line back in towards the building. There's just a small crack there. It's a new bar, they want everything perfect for when they move in. So first thing I'm going to do is stick the camera in there and we'll have a look. Like I said, this one's just going on a small crack in the drain run, so I'm going to push the camera right up to where the problem is, and then we'll mark it with a bit of tape on the camera cable. Then I'm just going to run the camera back up the line and just double check that that tape mark's in the right place. The next thing you do for a patch liner is you lie the packer out and the air rods next to the camera. Then what you do is you then transfer that tape mark onto the rods so you know where you're stopping. Now, generally you put the camera head in the middle. I can't do that on this one because I won't have enough rods sticking out. So I'm going to put it round about here, right on where the air fitting is. And the patch is 600mm, so I know that's going to cover the area where the head of the camera head is. So I'm going to mark it on that fitting, and that should be bang on where we need to be. Starting shiny side up, we're going to cover this side, fold it into the red lines so it meets in the middle, flip it over, and then completely cover the other side. I'm now going to roll the resin patch around the packer. I've put a little green tape mark on it. That's where our defect is going to be. And it is, yeah, bang on where the camera head is to the green tape mark on the rods. We're then going to tie a bit of wire around it. All this does is stops it slipping on the packer, and once it inflates, this will either open up or break, one or the other. I'm then just going to cut the tails off the wire because we don't want them sticking out from under the patch and becoming a defect in the drain run themselves. Everything's all ready, so all we got to do is push the packer up through the pipe until we get to our green tape mark. Just about there should be perfect. So now we need to inflate this up to 2 bar. The problem I had is there was no one in the property, so I couldn't use the air compressor, so I'm going to have to do it with the hand pump, which is on its way out. To inflate a patch, we go all the way up to 2 bar. So that should be absolutely perfect there. So we're going to disconnect this and then just put a gauge on the end of the rods. We then have to leave this for around 2 hours and keep an eye on it. Like I said at the start of the video, we do have another one to do in this video as well. So let's take a look at that one whilst waiting for that patch to go off. While I push the camera down, just take a look and see if you can think where you would put some patches. I did actually put a fair few in this line. Some of them are more major than others. I think it'd be very clear where the first patch is going to be going in this line. Yes, I'm pretty sure you guessed it. There's definitely going to be a patch here. That's going to be the next one that we put in. So let's just carry on down to that manhole just before the tank and see what the rest of the line looks like. I've pulled the camera back to where our patch is going. I'm going to position the camera right in the middle of that defect. And then we're going to do the same again. We're going to put our tape mark on the camera. Exactly the same as we did on the last one, we're going to transfer our tape mark onto the rods. And once again, we're going to stop at the green tape mark. It's now been 2 hours, so I'm going to let the air out of the first patch. Now, I was going to show you this one, but somehow I've managed to lose the footage off the camera, which is a bit annoying. But I can show you the second one. It's now been 2 hours after putting the second patch in, so let's get the air out and we can actually see what's going on with this one, because I actually recorded this one. When you're working with these air rods, it's always best to put it out on a rope, because it helps to protect the air fittings and stops them from leaking.
Really?
We're now going to push the camera back down and you should see a perfect patch. Now, like I said, I have got other patches to do in this line. I'm not going to bore you with all of them because they're all basically the same, to be honest with you. And remember, we've got a stuck jet and hose to get out, and also we've got another waterless urinal to deal with in this video. So, we want to get onto that. So we're now skipping on to the following day when I got a phone call about a stuck jet and hose, and I was asked to go give a hand with getting it out. So the first thing to note on this one is the covers, and the brickwork around the top is absolutely had it. But this is a soakaway, so an engineer has jetted down the soakaway and couldn't pull the jet and hose out. Now, I'm sure we're going to be back here replacing these covers, but as you can see, we were pulling and pulling on the jet and hose. The other engineer had to go for about an hour, and it just didn't want to come out. It's just stretching the hose. So, yeah, looks like we're going to have some trouble with this one. We're going to have a go at putting the pump on just with a bit of tension on the hose and just see if anything wants to fray up.
Okay. the camera behind it before we put too much water on.
That's not a bad idea actually.
Try turning this off.
We tried running the camera down behind the jetting hose to see if we could see anything, but as we got to the end of the soakaway where the jet was stuck, it was just holding a bit of water and we couldn't see anything at all.
The jet back with a bit of pressure. Not stupid pressure, but there. Is it on? Possibly. What are you calling a lot of pressure?
2000.
As long as it's only 2,000, you'll be alright.
Sorry?
As long as it's only 2,000, you'll be alright. Just keep an eye on that.
So I was giving the hose a little twist and a little pull and just kept trying, and not a lot was really happening to start with.
That's doing nothing. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but the hose just randomly come out, which was a bit of luck because we thought we were going to be digging a hole in the grass or something to get this one out.
No pressure on that. What's that? Right. Should we get this out of the way?
That's just so annoying. I hate it.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, it's factory cameras.
Right, what do you want me to do?
Loop it with the cameras.
Pull the camera out.
I thought I'd just leave this shot in. On the right hand side is what is known in Bristol as the Roundhouse. If you search for the Roundhouse Stanton Drum, it'll come up. It used to be an old toll house, but it's quite interesting. It actually came up for sale a little while back. You might even be able to find pictures of inside it. But let's move on to a waterless urinal, because that's what you're all here to see, I'm sure it is. So here we are at a site we have been to before, and we have another one of these blocked waterless urinals. Now luckily they got this handy little tap, so let's fill the bucket up and hopefully we should be able to fill that urinal up and see it blocked. There's 3 urinals in this row, and it's only the right hand one that's actually blocked, so I'm suspecting it's gonna be in the trap. Now this is the furthest away from the door, and 9 times out of 10 that's the one that backs up. So I tried giving it a little plunge with the screwdriver because sometimes that works to get the water away, but it didn't fit in there. So I'm going to give it a little scrape whilst it's like this, then we'll get the trap off and we'll see how bad it is in the bottom. Out of interest, because I got a theory on urinals that people, if there's 3, no one uses the middle one. It always goes first from the door, then the closest to the door, and if anyone's desperate then they'll use the middle one. The middle one's always the cleanest. So let me know in the comments, what order would you use them in? Am I right in saying everyone will go to the furthest from the door? Now, I've unscrewed the bottle off the bottom and the water ran away. So where I've unscrewed it, that just leaves a little air gap for the water to get through. So this is definitely blocked in the trap. As ever, the trap is absolutely solid, so we're going to have to do a bit of scraping again. Let's have a change to screwdriver though, because this one's about 3 miles long, so let's go for my favourite urinal screwdriver. Now, I always get it in the comments, why don't you put acid down there? Or, as Wobbly Bob would say,
You get a bit of damn mustard, a bit of jollop in it. A real nice fizzy stuff.
well, the reason we don't mainly comes down to insurances and stuff and having training for using acid. It's a lot safer for our customers if we don't use it, because if for some reason it splashes up on them, obviously it's not going to do them any good. The other reason is simply it's more eco-friendly just to scrape the traps out. With the trap all clean, all we got to do is screw it back on and we can give it a good test. Of course, these urinals have got these stupid little centres and these block up as well, so we're going to hook out as much of the hair and stuff that we can out of here. as I said at the start of the video, I hope everyone has had a good Christmas, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, ask me any questions, or literally just leave me a comment, it really helps. And also my question about the urinals, if people could answer that, I'd be interested to know. Like I said, I'm convinced everyone used the furthest away one, but you might prove me wrong. So yeah, like the video, leave a comment, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.